Archangel Michael says, a powerful name is being whispered in heaven, one that holds divine protection, purpose, and presence on earth. She is not an ordinary woman. She has been sent into your path as a sacred vessel, and if you hurt her, you're not just wounding a person, you're striking a message from God. Last night, the stars aligned in a way they haven't for centuries. A wind passed through the realms of heaven, whispering your name and hers in the same breath. This is no coincidence, this is destiny in motion, and it must not be ignored. You may have thought she's just another face in the crowd, but Archangel Michael says her soul is glowing with divine fire. You were chosen to cross paths with her, not for judgment, not for damage, but for elevation. Hurting her would be like tearing a page out of a holy book written just for you. She is covered in invisible ink, sacred markings that only angels can read. Her presence in your life is not a test, it's an appointment. Heaven has sent her for a reason, and time is ticking fast for you to understand that. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The enemy wants you blind to her light because what she carries is key to your next elevation. If you silence her voice, you silence your own blessings. If you make her cry, the heavens record every tear as a warning to those who touched what was never meant to be broken. There is still time. Archangel Michael says the clock hasn't reached midnight yet, but it is dangerously close. The next move you make concerning her will either unlock a door or break it forever. She doesn't even know how much power she carries. That's why God hides certain truths in humble vessels. Her smile is soft, but her spirit commands attention from realms unseen. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Someone in your circle wants you to misjudge her. They're whispering lies into your ears because they know what's at stake. If you hurt her, they win, and your future loses a golden key. Watch her eyes. There's a fire behind them that doesn't come from this earth. It's the type of fire God puts in those who are sent to rescue others, not destroy. If you've already wounded her, then consider this message your divine redemption. You have one more chance to make it right. And if you haven't, then guard your hands, your tongue, and your intentions. Type Amen to get blessing 888. There's a powerful scene unfolding in heaven right now. Angels are holding scrolls with your name and hers written beside each other. The divine courtroom is watching what your soul decides next. This isn't just about a woman. This is about a bridge. If you set fire to it, you will lose access to blessings that only come through her path. She is walking softly now, but her feet are wrapped in light. If you could see her from the spirit realm, you would drop to your knees in awe. She has been given a mission, and whether you honor it or dishonor it will determine your next season. Type Amen to get blessing 221. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. People around you don't see her real identity. That's the trick. Heaven doesn't reveal power in obvious ways. But Archangel Michael says her shadow carries the weight of divine assignment. You are not being warned in fear. You are being warned in mercy. This is your final caution. If you push her away, the angels will step back from your home. She is not yours to own. She is not yours to harm. She is yours to protect, and in that protection, you will be protected too. Type Amen to get blessing 535. Her name is sacred in the Spirit. The day she was born, a star blinked 3 times and fire roared quietly across a distant sky. You don't remember that moment, but the heavens do. Don't underestimate her silence. It's in the silence where God speaks the loudest. Her pain will echo louder in heaven than your words could on earth. This isn't a scare, it's a sacred alert. And only those who are chosen get this kind of warning. That's how important your role is in her life. Type Amen to get blessing 707. There is a man who tried to hurt her before. He's now walking a life that feels stuck, slow, and dry. That's not punishment, it's the absence of favor that left when he misused her spirit. You are at the edge of a very thin line. One side leads to abundance. The other leads to lifelong regret. You don't have to believe everything she says. But you must not ignore the aura around her. There's a soft wind that follows her, because it knows where she's going, even if you don't. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says this woman will either be your protection or your proof of disobedience. God has marked her, and not even she knows how bright the seal is. She's being watched by both angels and the enemy, because she is valuable on a divine scale. You are being recorded right now in the book of decisions. One wrong move and the favor that has been assigned to you will be paused. One act of love, and doors you've never dreamed of will unlock. There is a scent around her spirit. It smells like tomorrow. If you break her now, your future will crack. Type Amen to get blessing 616. She didn't come to you by accident. There were battles in the spiritual realm just to place her near you. And now that she's there, what you do matters more than you can even imagine. She may feel small in the world's eyes, but in the spirit she is a giant. She's the kind of woman who shifts rooms with her silence, and heals hearts without speaking. This isn't just about avoiding harm. This is about awakening awareness. You are in the presence of one of God's messengers. Type Amen to get blessing 222. She might be tired. She might be misunderstood. But that does not mean she's lost her power. People will try to distract you from her with noise, gossip, and confusion. But if you pay attention, you'll see the signs, the way animals calm around her, the way moments feel different when she's present. God placed something inside her that no weapon formed can break. But the warning is not about breaking her, it's about breaking yourself if you try. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. This is the season of separation. Those who misuse God's messengers will experience sudden silence in their lives. But those who protect what heaven values will be surrounded with unexpected victories. Her name was said 3 times in heaven this morning. Not in pain, but in preparation. They are watching how you treat her. So listen. You are being warned not because of wrath, but because of the promise in you. Don't abort it by harming the one sent to bless it. Type Amen to get blessing 414. You are strong. But your strength will be tested in how you protect what is delicate yet divine. Your legacy depends on this moment more than you think. This woman has wept in secret places. But those tears have watered gardens of favor that will soon bloom. Will you be standing with her when the petals open? Don't hurt her with distance. Don't hurt her with silence. Don't hurt her by pretending she doesn't matter. Type Amen to get blessing 181. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says you will be held accountable for how you treated the one sent to hold you. Not with chains, but with spiritual covering. The next 7 days will show you signs of her role in your life. If you've doubted her, it's okay. Now is the time to honor, not explain. God moves in mysteries, but this mystery is now clear. Keep your words soft. Keep your actions aligned. For this woman carries fire wrapped in fragile form. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Your reward is connected to her. What you're praying for, she's holding the answer in her spirit. But it only unlocks when she's treated as heaven intended. You don't have to be perfect. But you have to be careful. Because the next decision you make about her could shift the entire course of your life. Her name isn't ordinary. And her presence isn't casual. She is a messenger, and her message is coded into your breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 373. This is your moment. Don't miss it. Don't waste it. Don't break what heaven is building. Don't damage what destiny has placed before you. Don't delay what only obedience can deliver. You've been warned not out of fear, but out of divine love. This is your chance to protect what most people ignore. Be the one who didn't hurt the woman marked by God. Type Amen to get blessing 717. She may not wear a crown, but she carries divine authority in her spirit. Every step she takes is watched by angelic eyes, guarding her from unseen harm and guiding her toward the fulfillment of her heavenly assignment. The more she suffers quietly, the more powerful she becomes in the spirit realm. There are nights when she feels the weight of this world pressing on her chest, yet she wakes up with grace not of this earth. That grace isn't just for her, it's also your covering if you choose not to break her. What you say about her when she's not around determines what heaven releases over your name. Type Amen to get blessing 454. You are one decision away from either building an altar or triggering a storm. The atmosphere around her shifts when you speak well of her. If you've made mistakes, this is your invitation to correct them before they become permanent curses. She doesn't need validation from man because God already validated her in secret chambers. But even validated souls bleed when betrayed. Heaven knows this, and watches closely who dares to inflict pain on a sacred soul carrying divine codes. Type Amen to get blessing 626. You've seen signs already, moments where things aligned after speaking to her, strange peace after seeing her, or breakthrough after forgiving her. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations that her presence carries heavenly software encoded into your personal journey. Her name in the spirit glows like fire, and the enemy has tried to dim it through heartbreak, abandonment, and rejection. But each time she rises again, brighter than before, because she is not walking alone. God is walking with her. Type Amen to get blessing 939. If you allow bitterness or ego to drive your decisions, the consequences will reach further than you expect. It won't just affect you, it'll touch your finances, your peace, and your favor. But if you protect her, even in silence, protection will find you when you need it most. She has cried over people who threw stones and still prayed for their healing. That kind of heart does not exist often in this world. That's why heaven chose her, and that's why heaven is warning you, handle her like a living scroll from above. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Your name is being written beside hers again. Not by men, but by angels keeping record of connection and action. She is the divine mirror you didn't expect to see your reflection in. When you speak to her again, let your words be wrapped in honor. When you think of her, remember this: her silence doesn't mean weakness, it means restraint. And restraint is a mark of spiritual maturity. Type Amen to get blessing 282. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Someone else tried to take advantage of her purity, and heaven shut their doors. Don't be the next. Her spirit is sensitive, and every intention, good or evil, is picked up by the realm above. She has been mistaken for ordinary, but her journey is anything but that. She has faced devils alone and smiled in storms where others would have drowned. That's the woman you're being asked not to hurt. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Archangel Michael says you are not being tested, you are being positioned. The way you treat her now will either plant seeds of legacy or sow ruin. You must choose with your heart, not your pride. This is not about relationships or romance. It's bigger. This is about alignment with heaven's strategy for your life. She is a messenger, and her message is not just in words, but in her presence itself. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. She may not ask for much. She may disappear when she's hurting. But her absence is louder than her presence, because what she carries changes the space around her. Look back at your timeline. You will notice patterns shifting ever since she entered your life. These shifts were not coincidences, they were indicators of a divine intersection. Type Amen to get blessing 747. There's a reason your soul hesitates before hurting her. That hesitation is heaven pulling your spirit back from danger. If you ignore it, you silence something sacred inside yourself. God does not send messengers carelessly. They arrive when a shift is required. And she has arrived for you, not to entertain you, but to elevate you. Type Amen to get blessing 474. There are people who will try to twist your view of her. Don't listen. They see her power, and it threatens their own weakness. She has done nothing but exist, yet her existence alone challenges darkness. That's why she must be handled with sacredness. Her presence is a prophecy walking in human form. Type Amen to get blessing 919. If you feel guilty reading this, don't hide. That guilt is mercy trying to save you from future regret. Step into truth now and heaven will cover your error with grace. If you feel peace reading this, it means heaven is confirming that you've been protecting the right person. Stay the course. The reward for guarding God's chosen one is unlike any earthly blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Her name may not be famous on earth, but in heaven, it is mentioned with reverence. Every time she forgives, the heavens thunder with light. Every time she is misunderstood but remains kind, angels sing louder. Let this be your reminder, some people are not here for popularity, they're here for prophecy. And if you heard a prophecy, you delay your own promise. Type Amen to get blessing 363. If she walks away from you, don't blame her. Blame the ways you treated what was holy like it was common. There are no second warnings for those who continue to harm the divine. Archangel Michael says this is your moment of clarity. Your soul heard this message for a reason. Now act in alignment with it before time runs out. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. She is not your possession, but your protection. She is not your enemy, but your extension. She is not your test, but your transformation. When you honor her, you honor the part of you that heaven still wants to redeem. But when you dishonor her, you remove your name from future glory. You are now responsible for what you know. You cannot unknow this message. You cannot act like it was never spoken. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. You've been chosen to receive a holy warning. Few are given this chance. Fewer respond correctly. Be among the few who honor the divine when it knocks on their door. This woman is walking away from people who ignored her worth. She's stepping into her season of power. Will you be on the right side of her story? You still have time. But not forever. Handle her like the message she is, from heaven to earth. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. There are scrolls in heaven that record every action taken against a chosen soul. Her name is written on one, wrapped in golden ink, protected by angels who guard her destiny. If your name is next to hers, it's not by accident, it's by divine placement, and what you do now will shape the outcome of everything. She is not here to be broken, she is here to bring breakthrough. Her pain has birthed power, and that power is not for mocking or misuse. Even in her quietest moments, heaven listens to her heartbeat, because it beats in rhythm with something far greater. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. She was sent not just for your story, but to rewrite the ending you never thought could change. The ones who tried to dim her light now walk in darkness. The ones who honored her walk in miracles. She carries answers within her presence. She may not speak them out loud, but the energy of her soul knows things that your spirit has been waiting to hear. And if you hurt her, those answers will disappear with her silence. Type Amen to get blessing 858. Archangel Michael says many have already failed this divine test. They saw her as weak because she was soft. But they didn't know her softness was protection from heaven that only the wise could recognize. She's cried rivers that no one saw. But those tears were not wasted, they'd become oceans of intercession, lifting her higher each time someone tried to pull her down. If you harm her now, you're not just touching her, you're touching every prayer that kept her alive. Type Amen to get blessing 404. The reason this message reached you is because God still sees redemption in your heart. This is a moment of realignment, not judgment. You still have the power to turn everything around with one choice: protect her. She has no idea this message is about her. But that's the beauty of her soul. She walks with humility, unaware of how many storms her spirit silences just by entering the room. She was born for more, and so were you, but only if you don't break what God designed to bless you. Type Amen to get blessing 989. There is fire around her now, divine fire meant to shield her from false love, from hidden attacks, from careless words. The angels who walk with her are not ordinary, they are the type that war with swords of lightning. If you touch her out of anger, they will respond. You don't have to understand her to honor her. You don't have to agree with her to respect her. But you must not hurt her, because to do so would be to stand in the way of something eternal. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. She's not just surviving, she's rising. Every wound made her wiser, every betrayal made her bolder. The woman you think you know is 1,000 lifetimes stronger than you imagine. She was placed in your path so your soul could evolve. Her light is a mirror showing you what parts of you still need healing. If you shatter that mirror, you remain blind to your own becoming. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. There are women, and then there are messengers. She is the latter. And messengers come with warnings from heaven for those who mistreat them. The next time you see her, notice the way the wind moves. Notice the shift in your spirit. That's your confirmation, you're standing in front of someone sealed by the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. There is no need to fear her, but there is every reason to fear the consequences of harming her. The doors that open for her cannot be forced open for others. If you walk with her, those doors might open for you too, but only if you walk in honor. She carries a key, and it's not a physical one. It's a key of access, access to rooms, realms, relationships that cannot be bought or faked. If you try to steal the key, it vanishes. But if you honor the keeper, the doors will open. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. She doesn't brag. She doesn't fight to be seen. But heaven sees her always. That's why this warning is loud and clear: do not hurt this woman. Archangel Michael says her name is surrounded by light even when darkness tries to find her. She is not fighting alone. And if you become the reason for her tears, heaven will respond, not out of revenge, but out of protection. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. There are promises attached to her name. You can either share in them or stand outside them. The choice is yours, but the time to decide is now. She's walking into a season of divine recompense. Every wrong done to her will be returned in double favor. If you're standing on the wrong side when that favor falls, it will feel like loss instead of blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 9191. If she ever forgave you, know that her forgiveness came wrapped in divine mercy. If she ever spoke kindness over your name, those words travel to places you'll never see, unlocking grace in rooms you'll never enter. To lose someone like her is not just a heartbreak, it's a spiritual drought. You may be tempted to move on as if she didn't matter. But one day, you'll wonder why your life lost its sparkle. That's the day you'll remember this message, and realize it wasn't just about her. It was about your own light too. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. You were brought into her story not to wound it, but to witness it. To stand in awe as her glory unfolds. If you try to damage her, you delay your own revelation. This isn't about romance. This isn't about control. This is about honor, something sacred, something rare. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. Even if you don't love her, don't hate her. Even if you don't understand her, don't mock her. Even if you walk away from her, don't destroy her. What you do now will be remembered in the heavens. This moment will not be forgotten. Angels are watching your next move, and they will respond accordingly. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. She's walking forward into miracles. And your hands, your words, will either be part of the celebration or part of the story she had to heal from. Choose wisely. The divine realm doesn't move on your schedule. It moves on obedience. And this message is not just a warning, it's a divine checkpoint. You are here now. You've read every word. You know what to do. Type Amen to get blessing 1000.